So in this video, I'm going to be talking about why Joshua Zirkzee is different to conventional centre forwards like Hojlund and Haaland, how he's able to contribute to the progression of the ball not just outside of the box, but also outside of the final third as well, and how he would fit into Manchester United's system from a tactical point of view, with his style of centre forward benefiting certain players in this United side. So Zirkzee is different to the likes of Hojlund and Haaland because whilst goal scoring is a part of his game certainly, his performance level isn't dependent on him scoring. This is because of what he offers in terms of his ball progression, link play and his overall playmaking ability. And we can see this here as Bologna have possession on the edge of the final third. As Stefan Puch is about to play this pass into the final third, Zirkzee is dropping off from the forward line, and as he does so, he drags a centre-back high up the pitch, creating space in the back line, with Lewis Ferguson, Bologna's second striker in Motta's system, moving ahead of Zirkzee's deeper movement into what is basically a centre-forward position. But what Zirkzee does next I think is proof of his quality, as look how many times in this one move he contributes to the progression of the ball, first into the final third and then into the box. So the ball gets played into his feet, and from here most centre-forwards are probably just going to lay the ball off with a simple pass, keeping possession but not progressing the ball forward. However, Zirkzee with one touch is able to flick the ball past the centre back on his back, progressing the ball into the final third, where from if you look at it, Zirkzee is now in a deeper position with 3 Bologna midfielders ahead of him. The ball then works its way back to Zirkzee, who's about 10 yards from the edge of the box, and once again he's able to seamlessly flick the ball forward, this time into the box, receiving a 1-2 before then creating a shooting opportunity with a disguised reverse pass. The opportunity doesn't get taken, and Zirkzee ends a move without even a goal or an assist. And Zirkzee is fantastic at linking the play between the middle and final thirds, floating off of the 2 centre-backs before being able to receive the ball, get it under control and turn before then having the sort of vision and passing that you'd expect from a midfield playmaker. And this is very reminiscent of one of the legends of the game, Francesco Totti, who played this false 9 role under Luciano Spalletti at Roma. And if you like me are a massive fan of retro jerseys, or even want to pick up one of the Euro 2024 jerseys alongside any club or international sides you want as well, go over to Jersey FIFA. You can check out all their jerseys, Manchester United, whoever it is. A link will be in my Instagram bio, which will be linked in the description, and if you use code Atlantis you should get a discount as well. Zirkzee may only contribute 10 to 12 goals in the Premier League for United if he were signed next season for example, but you can't simply judge him on goals alone. Instead you have to look at how his individual role allows a team to function as an attacking unit, and how tactically having Zirkzee could get the best out of United's other advanced midfielders and wide attackers. I think it's better to have a striker who scores 10 goals a season but allows the attack as a whole to score maybe 80, rather than a striker who will score 20 goals himself but the team as a whole scores 50 or 60. Zirkzee is a centre forward, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he has to be United's main goal scorer, but the tactical setup has to be right, and importantly the players around Zirkzee have to have the goal scoring ability to take advantage of his deeper movement and his creativity, and I think United do have these players. And so this is how I would use Zirkzee in the Manchester United system. I think Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes would thrive behind a striker like Zirkzee, with Mount in particular being able to play a similar kind of role to the one we see Lewis Ferguson play for Bologna. United could use Mainu in a single pivot position with Mount and Bruno Fernandes pushing ahead in behind the midfield line, as Dalot from the right and Shaw from the left provide the defensive security behind them in the rest defence by inverting infield or holding a deeper position to create a back three in either a 3-2 or a 2-3 rest defence shape. And this would give United a pretty clear and fluid front 5, as Zirkzee would start higher up but drop into these deeper positions, looking to sit in pockets of space to either receive possession himself or drag the opposition centre-backs out of the back line, creating space for Mount on the right to burst into from a deeper position, with Garnacho or Rashford also able to make curved diagonal runs into this space from out wide. Now of course United could still look to use these third man deeper runs off of Rasmus Hojlund's deeper movement, however whereas Hojlund will drop deep, receive the ball and link play pretty quickly, and then turn and look to get back into an advanced position immediately, Zirkzee is happy to link play and just hold a deeper position, and this is where one of Bruno or Mount can temporarily hold this higher position, as Lewis Ferguson does in this example, where Zirkzee initially drops behind the midfield line whilst the ball is in Bologna's half, and he's able to pick up an unmarked position because the centre-backs are occupied by Ferguson, meaning that when the ball does get progressed into the final third, he's essentially a free man between the opposition's midfield and defensive lines, and he's able to arrive late in the final third unmarked, wherefrom he's able to receive the ball and create the chance for Ferguson to score. Now I am thinking of maybe doing a video looking at how Thiago Motta could set up Manchester United, with Zirkzee being one of the signings he would make, and in that video I'll analyse the relationism in Motta's system a bit more. So if you do want to see that, let me know in the comments, subscribe to the channel and check out some of my other videos which will be linked in the description.